So you've probably heard about NaNoWriMo. They've been getting some bad press lately, and many authors and writers are leaving them as fast as they can, which is kind of sad because it's like the end of an era. NaNoWriMo started as this inspirational, fun, community building place that you could go for writing resources, tips, lists of like software to help you through your writing process and when you're ready to publish. And it was this great event that got a lot of people to write a book that maybe wouldn't have written a book to begin with. So I have decided, as many authors are starting their own thing, I am going to do Kate Kavanaugh's 100,000 words in Q4, or these last 3 months of 2024. To participate in Kate Kavanaugh's 100,000 words before the end of this year, I am looking and exploring for new writing software opportunities. Not really opportunities, but a new software to use. I've been using NovelPad for the last 2 years, and there's nothing wrong with it, except that it's a subscription. So I am paying money before I have made any money, and it's not cheap. So I have decided to better help my wallet to look for other software that is either free or a one-time, like you buy it once and you have it. My criteria that I'm looking at outside of the one-time payment is I would like for it to have an offline capability. A lot of the programs I have checked out are online only. I would like for it to have an offline option so that I don't need to be connected to Wi-Fi or kill my data plan in basically an hour. I'm looking at Scrivener or Campfire. Ultimately, I want to use the one that fits my chaotic brain the best. Do I know which one that is right now? Not exactly. I'm tempted to say it's Scrivener only because I'm more familiar with it. So I think for this vlog, I'm going to play around in both because I don't even know what Scrivener I had the last time, if it was Scrivener 2 or 1. I'm pretty sure if any it was 2. Now it's Scrivener 3. So there might be some updates that I haven't played around with yet. We'll see. And Campfire I've just never used. We're just gonna film from here, I guess. Hi! So it's Monday morning. I've already been working. I just came back in. My husband left for an appointment. So I was outside with the dog. Excuse me. There was a bit of a development yesterday regarding Campfire. So apparently, Campfire, you cannot save your work to your computer. It is only stored in the cloud. So where it saves exactly when you are offline and writing, it does save. Like I tested this, it will save. But I learned the hard way and then kept testing it, trying to get a different result, doing different things, clicking different things. If you are online and then say run outside with the laptop to go sit in the yard with the doggy, you are now offline and nothing will load. It is just a black screen with like campfire, file, view, something, and help. There might be another menu option, I forget. I clicked and tried all of them. Nothing came back up. And the only place in Campfire where you can see if you are online or offline is in the dashboard before you actually go into your project and start, say, writing or putting in character details or building maps and such. So Campfire just dropped, because I will totally forget that I am online and go running. I didn't need you to come back up yet. And go running outside with the doggy. So there is now a gap because yeah, I will totally forget that I am online and then suddenly not be able to work. Now, Campfire does have an app for Android, so I could, in theory, write on my phone when I'm outside with Doggy. However, I hate using my phone because I make so many more typos on here because of the screen and the little keys, and talk to text isn't the greatest either, especially when you're writing a fantasy, and so some of your names are going to be misspelled and misspelled often. Been there, done that, tried it. Doesn't work very well. So in your editing phase, you will have a lot of fixes already just because you had the audacity to use your phone and talk to text. So that's where we are. And I'm gonna get back to working so I can hurry up and finish the work day and play around a little more. I'm also finding more videos on using Scrivener than I am using Campfire. I have made a decision. But before we get into that, let's compare. Campfire is not like the other online apps that I've tried where you can go offline. It is just very picky as to how you go offline. You cannot suddenly go offline. At least from what I found. I could not have it any other way. You have to go out into your dashboard and pick offline if you want to work offline. If I suddenly lose power, if I suddenly go outside with the doggy, I am not going to be thinking about switching my status between online and offline. Campfire also does not save to the computer. Scrivener will let you save your work to your hard drive, to the cloud, to wherever you want, plus have a backup. So your work will always, assuming you use these features, will always be there ready and waiting for you to work on your story. No work lost. Scrivener also has an app, but it's only for Apple right now. So Apple users, iPad, iPhone, you can have Scrivener on the go. I have Android, so this doesn't work well for me. Both also have many features, including a section for research, for a character map, different character maps between them, but there is a place for it. Same with a setting map if you want to describe your setting or different settings depending on how many you have in your story. And you can upload images if you have an idea of what a character is going to look like. You can put those in there with your character maps. and they both let you play with different themes. Scrivener, from what I could find, will let you customize. I couldn't figure out if Campfire would let you customize, but I ended up basically using one of the pre-built themes anyways. I didn't want to take the time to personalize it just yet. They both also have a feature called typewriter mode, which is supposed to keep the text right in the middle of the screen so that you're not constantly looking down or having to scroll with your words, or as you get further down, your words kind of jump up so that it continues typing. The typewriter mode will keep your words right in the middle. Playing with typewriter mode in both Campfire and Scrivener got different results. Campfire, when you first start it, it jumped all the way down. I only had like 2 sentences in this testing area that I was working in, and it jumped seemingly down to a white area, and I had to scroll back up to the words, started typing. It did eventually keep it in the middle once I got far enough down the page. There is also a difference in their pricing schedules, where Campfire is more module based, so you pay for your manuscript, you could pay for characters, you could pay for settings, but only as you use or need more of that area. So the free version of Campfire, for example, in the manuscript, you get 25,000 words for free. You're probably going to write more than 25,000 words unless you're writing a short story, and I didn't play really with between projects. If you add another project, if part of that 25,000 is already gone from your previous project or your first project, if you're working on, say, 2 together, or you get, I think it's 5 characters. You can build up to 5 characters, and it shows a progress bar of where you are in this usage, so you know when you need to start paying for more. You can then either subscribe to those modules, or you can pay a one-time cost, letting you use the infinite number of manuscript words or character maps. Scrivener is just a one price for everything. You don't have to worry about where you are in certain areas in terms of usage. Once you have paid for it, you have the software, all of it. Both will also let you customize your character and or setting maps, so you can use or take away whatever you don't want in the pre-built maps of these things, where for me, I usually don't know what to put into my character map, so I was using the default plus threw in a few other things. They are also very different in how they are presented to you. Campfire, in its modular ways, is once again kind of building blocks. So you can have your different blocks in different areas of the screen. You can change the size of these different blocks if you need more or less space, but you can only ever change it from the lower right-hand corner. And I, out of habit, because I use so many other programs, even Word, that you can just grab a corner and pull your image in or whatever. Campfire will not let you do that. So you can try grabbing in a different corner, but nothing's going to move. It has to be from the lower right-hand corner, so if you're trying to move stuff over towards the right or pull stuff in to make room for stuff on the left, this can get quite time-consuming as you keep trying to decrease or increase the size of various different squares. Whereas Scrivener is just almost an outline format. Here's the basics, here's the background of the character, here's the build of the character, I kind of covered that because build would probably be part of the basics. Here's the religion of the character, here's their likes, here's their dislikes, and it's just bing, 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 work down the page. I also liked in Scrivener the corkboard feature where you can build your cards out or your scenes and move them around however you like, and then put them into folders if you want, so you can have everything mapped out. easily move stuff around, and then put things into chapters as you see fit. Overall, you can probably already guess, I have decided to go back to Scrivener, so I will finish up my trial time and then probably make the final purchase and start using Scrivener to write 100,000 words in this last quarter of 2024, fingers and toes and everything crossed. What writing software or app are you using? Let me know in the comments and why you like that program over others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. TTFN!